Alright, what is up everybody? In this video we're checking out every new buffed or nerfed unit with update 58, the Universe 7 Dragon Ball update. So in this video we have the Divine Boosted Frieza, Divine Boosted Broly, Divine Boosted Vegeta, Divine Boosted Vegito, and then a buff to Luffy and a nerf to Gilgamesh or the summon Enkodo. So we're checking out all that in this video, starting off with the Divine Boosted Broly. Thank you to Strax, Grcal, and Joyukx for letting me showcase their units in this video. And then I do have my own Avatar Mystical Lord Alien there. But Broly, on placement, for looks like 5k, is doing a lot of damage actually. I think he starts off with like 20 million every 5.55 seconds, 45% crit chance. He has the crit skill tree there with Glitch Glories, and I think, let's see the stats here, double S, triple S there. So on placement he has the passive Limitless Growth. Every wave after place gain 2% damage with a cap of 100%, 2% crit damage with a cap of 100%. Once the cap is reached, increase range by 20%, gain triple effect permanently. So kind of like an infinite buffing unit. I think he had something similar before he got Divine Boosted. And then the passive Outnumbered, when attacking 20 plus enemies, increase crit chance by 5%, cap of 15%. Once the cap is reached, keep buffs for 3 crit attacks, reset buffs, and repeat cycle. So when he attacks 20 or more enemies, he's going to buff himself temporarily, and he gets that for 3 crit attacks before it goes away. Okay. If you take a look at his other upgrades here, his VFX are the exact same it looks like, so I'm not going to keep those on for this video because it looks like with the Divine Boost we did not get new VFX, just the remodels of the units there. So check out Broly here, 10k on his first upgrade, 10.5, so he's getting a little bit expensive already. He's a pretty expensive unit. Line AoE doing pretty good damage though, Giant Catastrophe upgrade 5. Becoming a full AoE already, hybrid unit, okay. Full AoE hybrid, he's already doing hundreds of millions of damage actually. Kind of a crazy unit, okay. Keep going. Does he have a new attack? Let's check that actually. No, I don't think he has a new attack. Maybe? I'm not sure. We'll keep it on. Hirosh, upgrade 10. He does have new attacks. Okay, full AoE, doing, wow, 1.54 bill every 10 seconds, 82.9 range, full AoE. This is with the crit build, keep in mind, so he does have a lot of range from that. I don't know if we have like an idle buff going on, it doesn't look like it, he's just that crazy. Okay. Final upgrade doing 2 billion every 10 seconds with 104 range full AoE. Now he did take quite a bit of money to get here, I think like 1.3 mil. That is pretty insane. He was a cone AoE, he's now full AoE, so he definitely did get changed with his attack effects there. But wow. Okay, this unit is very strong. Broly, Divine Boost is very strong, and this is before even capping out his damage increase from the Limitless Growth. So if we were to wait until that caps out, it will actually get a lot crazier with the crit damage and damage stat there. So kind of just a raw damage unit, very good with like Garo lead for example, just buffing raw damage. But okay, moving on. Moving on to Vegeta, Ultra Ego. This guy is still a line AoE laser beam. I don't remember if these attacks are the same, but he did get remodeled to be kind of like darker purple and ripped clothes or something. I don't know, but he no longer has those weird like horse legs they used to have. On placement, he's going to cost us 3k. He's doing 9.35 mil every 5.02 seconds. He's going to be with Avatar and Glorious. He does have hybrid line AoE on placement, pretty good. If we were to keep upgrading this guy, or let's actually check out the passives first before I say that. Dark Ego. Every 5 attacks gain at 5% damage, cap of 35%. Gain 2.5% range, cap of 15%. Every 30 seconds, deal 1.25 times damage in range, apply pressure. Gain plus 25% SPA for 10 seconds. Destructive Aura. When enemies are within 30% range, attacks inflict a weak plasma. 0.35 times current damage. Enemies take 50% more crit damage. Okay, so the crit damage part is actually really crazy, but weaker version of plasma, okay. If we were to keep upgrading him though, so 4.5k, 6k, 9k, pretty alright damage off rip. I'm seeing pretty high numbers here. We got the Gallic gun upgrade now. He's still line AoE. I think he used to have the same thing. Keep going. It does look like he has a bubble around him. What was that about? Was it Dark Ego? Oh, that was Destructive Aura, I see. So that's when he applies the plasmas, when they're within his little purple bubble around him. Okay. Dual Gallic gun, upgrade 10. Cone AoE. Same VFX as before. Healing 1.29 billion damage every 8.62 seconds. Max upgrade. 65.5 range, cone AoE. Hybrid unit. Avatar Glorious. I mean, he's looking not quite as strong as Broly, I think, but not bad at all. He's doing 1 billion every 8.62. With the Plasma, actually, he would be doing a lot more too, because the crit damage buff is going to be substantial. This is without any skill tree, I think, because he doesn't have any crit chance. Looking pretty good, I think. We are going to check out on Broly real quick. Does he have his maxed out passive? He does. So maxed out Broly, we checked him out before. 2.76 billion every 10 seconds with 122 range, full AoE, and 100% extra crit damage for 352 total before Garo buff. That is actually crazy. So Broly's really good, but Vegeta also not that bad. Moving on. Next up we have Fused Warrior Blue. This guy has the same very loud and annoying VFX, so we're going to just keep those off for now. He is a circle AoE on placement, 2k to place. He is going to be hybrid, doing 3.83 mil every 6.14 seconds. He does have a couple of passives here, which we'll read, 3 of them in total. Is going to be with double S damage, SPA, triple S range, no glitch, no skill tree. Okay, I'm not sure exactly if you meant to say the different stat for the damage, but anyway. This is with knowledge and glitch. He's doing 4.09 mil. His damage is fluctuating a lot, but Fused Warrior. Every wave after plays gain 5% damage and 5% range. Once the cap is reached, unlock Energy Beam ability. That's why his damage is kind of changing. Okay. Splitting Sword. Every 5 attacks do 1.5 times damage on the following attack. Gain plus 10% damage and range for 30 seconds. Okay, so that's also why his stats are changing. Warrior's Pride. When attacking a boss, always deal 1.5 times damage. For every boss kill, gain 2.5% damage and range. Cap of 15. That is also why his stats are changing. Okay. So this guy's just got a bunch of different stat changes stacked on top of each other. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what his base stats were before, but keep going here. Let's keep upgrading him. He does gain a new attack all the way at upgrade 7, so for now, it was the same thing. But Divine Blast Barrage, 40k. Still a circle AoE, doing now 200 mil every 7.3. Keep going, keep going. Let's see. Getting a little bit expensive. Godly Kamehameha. Do we want to see that upgrade 12? Let's see. And the ability Energy Beam. Upon activation, deal 10 times damage to enemies in range and apply Electrified off that multiplier. For every 25 enemies which die from this ability, increase damage multiplier by 2 times, up to a cap of 30 times damage multiplier. So, he's a line AoE now. He has a nuke ability as well, Energy Beam. And if we max him out, 1.07 bill every 9.99 seconds, with the ability Godly Energy Beam. I'm guessing that's like after we use Energy Beam, so on a pop ability. Should have VFX on for this part, if he has any. I know I kept the setting on for it, so. I guess he doesn't have any. And then what was that with the Godly Energy Beam? Nothing, maybe? Because that should be a new ability, but he doesn't actually have it. I'm not sure what is a requirement for that, maybe? I'll try to wait until we can pop it again. Okay, apparently using it a second time will cause the Godly Energy Beam to work, so... Yep, there we go. Godly Energy Beam. After Energy Beam has been used 2 times, this ability appears. Deal 3,000 times current damage, and apply Bolt and Electrified off its multiplier. This enemy is a boss, and nuke deals 2 times damage to it. After ability is used, stun himself for 30 seconds, and permanently lose 15% damage. So he does nerf himself after that, but it is a very strong nuke. Wanna pop? Might have to get max multiplier. He did nerf himself, okay, by 30%, or sorry, 15% damage, and then stun for 30 seconds there. But no VFX for the nuke either. I do have those on, I believe. I do have those on, so I'm not sure what's up with the lack of VFX in the past few updates, but he is pretty okay. He's doing like 100 million DPS right now with good nukes and no enchant. I mean, it's alright. Moving on though. Okay, finally I get to show off my stuff. So I have the best unit in the game, my first mystical ever. Lord Alien Dark, Divine boosted, or Infernal boosted. 1.06 mil every 3.47 seconds on placement. He is going to be Avatar, Mystical, double S, triple S, double S, no skill tree, and then no soul, and Luffy Gali lead. So 10 years of training. Every wave pass gain 10% damage, cap of 100%, gain 5% range, cap of 50%. Once buff caps are reached, permanently gain hemorrhage. Let's try and speedrun, check him out before he gains hemorrhage here. Circle AoE for now. And he is not doing too great. Saw of Doom, upgrade 7 here. Still a circle AoE, still not doing too great on the damage department. And Armageddon Supernova, upgrade 12. 261 over 4.87. He's still not doing great on the damage. 319 mil over 4.87. Still not doing good on the damage. Keep in mind, this is after 50% of his damage buff, so this is after 5 waves. Sorry, is it 5 waves? Yeah, 5 waves. If we wait full 10 waves, he should gain a little bit more damage, but right now this is with Avatar Mystical, and he's not looking too good. We can see the 10% going up every now and then. But compared to like Broly from the first showcase we did, first unit we showed off, by the way, he has Cripple on once he maxed out his passive, it's just not very good. Like, I think once again, with this original Dragon Ball update where they dropped Broly, they made Broly just really OP. But checking out the final maxed out potential of Frieza here, we're hitting wave 10, or 100% damage buff, 426 every 4.87, 99.8 range, which is actually a lot of range, but it doesn't really matter because he is a circular AoE. So, not that crazy. He does gain Hemorrhage now, which is 140% of his damage, so 1.4 times 4.26 or 426 mil. So he's doing like, I want to say a billion total between Hemorrhage and his damage, but I mean, he's not that good. Okay, kind of disappointing. Moving on to the buffed and nerfed units with this update, not just the Divine Boost. For the major buff of this update, finally, a huge rework to one of the godlies, we have Luffy. So Luffy, now doing 6.37 mil every 3.47 seconds on placement. Godly lead is the exact same. This is with Glitch Race, no skill tree, triple S everything. And take a look at the passives here. He has Toon Force. Every attack, randomly apply one of the following: Bolt, Plasma, Hemorrhage, Crippled, Poison, Blazer, Conquered. Bunch of different stat effects there. Liberating Drums. Every 120 seconds, enter sleep mode for 1 minute. During sleep mode, self-stun for 30 seconds. Deal 20% of current damage in range for every second. Every 20 seconds, apply a random stat effect from the Toon Force passive. Once sleep mode ends, deal 5 times damage in range, apply Conquered plus Weakened. So he's pretty much going into like a Cosmic Dust Storm type of thing and a Sakura Corruption type of thing, where he's doing full AoE damage every second, which is a lot better than his normal DPS output, I think. He does also have a bunch of cool stat effects he can apply there with Conquered and Weakened, and one from Toon Force, which we saw earlier. He does also have Combat Coding, where 5 attacks increase crit damage by 5%, cap at 25%. Once cap is reached, deal 2 times damage on following attack, reset buffs. If Zuffy is stunned, ignore stun, gain 100% crit chance on the next attack, deal 300% crit damage on the next attack. Supreme Wrath, every 55 seconds inflict daze in range. If a boss enemy is inflicted with daze, stun the boss for an additional 5 seconds. So he does have daze now, which is the effect that Kaido had. And I guess while we're talking about it, also the effect that Gilgamesh had, or Enkodo. So let me check in my Gilgamesh wherever he is. Enkodo right now no longer has the daze, apparently, because he had daze before, and that was apparently nerfed. So here's another balance change we might as well talk about. But keep maxing out Luffy here. Let's see. Okay damage so far. Defeater Zora, this should be full AoE, upgrade 7. Yep, 318 mil for 8.34, not too bad. Accounting for his Toon Force passives, he's actually doing pretty good. And if we keep going, Komanori, upgrade 12. He is now a circle AoE, and if we max him out, he gains the ability Ultimate Gun. By the way, that was a very expensive upgrade of 1.15 mil on that final upgrade. And he is dealing 796 mil over 4.17 seconds, 82.4 range circular AoE, with the ability Ultimate Gun. Upon activation, deal 500 billion damage plus 75% of Zuffy's total damage dealt. Inflict cripple to all enemies for 60 seconds. Toon Force now procs twice every attack for 60 seconds. Enemies take 50% crit damage for 60 seconds. Okay, so 500 billion damage plus 75% of his total damage dealt. Very good actually, infinitely scaling nuke there, because he can get a bunch of damage over time and kind of nuke for that much. And then a buff for a minute with a bunch of different stuff. Okay, the ability does have the same animation, I think. Yeah, same one. And he seems more like an infinite unit than anything. Very expensive on that final upgrade. For aggressive, he was not that crazy. Like, his damage across all upgrades was just pretty good. Doesn't really rival Ichigo in terms of light, progressive, godly. But again, Gilgamesh did also get nerfed. Or not Gilgamesh directly, I think the unit himself is still the same. Doing about 1 point something bill. But Enkodo apparently got the dazed effect removed from his or her passives. I don't remember. I think Enkodo like doesn't have gender or something. I don't know. But their passives no longer include dazed. So that is a nerf to Gilgamesh kind of. Those are all the balance changes with the Divine Boosted units from the Update 58 Universe 7 update and Anime Last Stand. and also the buffed and nerfed units, which are the two godlies here, Luffy and Gilgamesh. Thank you to Strax, Joyukx, and Grcal again for letting me showcase their units. I think these are a pretty mixed bag this time around. We have good units like Broly. I think Vegeta was also pretty good. But I do think Frieza is really underwhelming, and that happened to be the one I pulled Mystical on. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I think these units are pretty good. Sorry for sounding tired, by the way. I did not sleep last night, and this is all being recorded live, so if you catch the video early enough, maybe come hang out and say hi. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day.